Yonder reveals Devon's plans. Having received a suggestion from Lily to rethink his trip to Paris, his heart is heavy with thoughts. The reason he agreed to go with Abby Newman was because he knew that, alone during this difficult time, Abby would need someone by her side. However, Ashley Abbott's inability to visit immediately creates a void that Abby may have to deal with on her own. Meanwhile, Devon knows that things will not be as easy as originally planned. Jack Abbott decides to stay in Paris longer than expected, giving Abby the opportunity to link up with Tracy Abbott, who, although unhappy with being kept in the dark, is still willing to assist Abby in the crisis. Meanwhile, Devon decides to stay in Genoa City for a while to attend an important meeting at Chancellor Winter's, a move he hopes will convince Billy Abbott that Lily and he can run the company together. Lily continues to paint a picture that is not entirely truthful about her ultimate goals in the Abbott-Chancellor merger. Although she told Billy that she was in full support of running the company together, in reality Lily just wanted out of the merger. She plans to work at Winter's Enterprises after the dust settles, a ruse to get what she and Devon want. Mamie Johnson, who always wanted the best for her family, felt angry when she learned about this fake plan. She wants Devon, Lily and Nate Hastings to work at their own family company, not get involved in complicated schemes. No one could miss Devon's uneasiness as he watched Billy and Lily celebrate at society. It seems like the show is laying the groundwork for Lily to reunite with Billy both personally and professionally, which could soon bring bad news for Devon. Meanwhile, Victor Newman received good news from a completely different side. It looks like Kyle Abbott is about to have another confrontation with Diane Jenkins, which puts Kyle closer to joining Glissade. Diane just closed a deal with Foley, but there are still potential complications that could upset Kyle. Kyle's choices and trouble continues. Victor meets Kyle at the sports club and tempts him with the idea of running Glissade with Audra Charles. Kyle begins to realize that this might be the best move for his career. However, an upcoming meeting with Summer Newman about setting parenting limits may add to his frustrations, pushing him to decide to make some big changes in his life. This episode promises a series of events that create tension and conflict, opening up new possibilities for the characters and the challenges they face in their complicated lives in Genoa City. Their decisions not only affect themselves but also have a profound impact on those around them, especially in family and work relationships. Victor has diligently prepared this plan, based on a deep understanding of his opponent's weaknesses. He knew that Jack was on the road to recovery from addiction and alcohol problems, and Victor decided to take advantage of those weaknesses to create a crisis for Jack, destabilizing his personal life and his profession. Victor arranged for Jack to face challenges at work at Jabot, while creating tensions in Jack's family and marriage. He has subtly used his resources and connections to poke at old pain, leaving Jack susceptible to wavering and losing control. However, the cruelest part of the plan was when Victor used Nikki as a tool in his game. Victor knew that Nikki was trying to overcome her own battle with drugs and used this to make Nikki see Jack, her old friend and AA sponsor, drinking and doing drugs right in front of her. This was calculated by Victor to awaken Nikki and push her into deciding to go to rehab, a step that Victor hoped would leave Jack more lonely and vulnerable than ever. The plan worked as Victor expected. Nikki was shocked and desperate. She decided to enter a rehab center. But Diane Abbott, who had begun to have feelings for Jack and began to see Victor's dangerous behavior, called the move dangerous and stupid. Diane did not hesitate to criticize Victor and warn him about the consequences of toxic psychological games. Perhaps it was a mixture of business rivalry and personal animosity, but that did nothing to assuage the hatred Victor harbored in his heart. Revenge and ambition clouded his reasoning, leaving Victor blind and unable to see that his actions could backfire. Please subscribe to Yonder channel to update the latest news on our channel.